let's go.
Oh, yeah. I have heard a ping. Now it should run. Yeah, awesome. So, guys, welcome. It's nice to see everyone again. It is quite some weeks ago we had our last VC, and in the meantime we have launched STAKEX. We have done some partnership stuff. We have tried to do some marketing on STAKEX and thrown out hundreds of dollars, and then being banned from Google advertisement because they think we are scammers. So obviously pretty DEGENX-like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it was funny to see that in my messages recently. Yeah, but let's start. A short introduction. I guess it's already being done, and we will talk about the upcoming updates from STAKEX, then something about the product pricing changes White Star and I have figured out and will take place in the future, and give you some examples on this. And then we also get an overview about the roadmap, what learnings we had in the past 2 years, and the outlook of the ecosystem. Right now, there are quite some updates coming for STAKEX. It's really something for the stakers. So we made some experiences in the past with the new project we have onboarded on STAKEX. It's Fog from BSC. They are the token specifics are like, I mean, that's important to me, the token specifics and tokenomics and stuff like that. But it's a community driven replica token from the fork of Solana, only on BSC. But they have a pretty interesting token with buy fees, sell fees, which are not as low as ours, and they have a transfer fee. Like they gather liquidity from each transaction, even the transactions or the transfers between wallets are charged. So they fill up some liquidity with this, and we had quite some things to do on the STAKEX protocol to support this, like burning and stuff. They don't have any burning token. They only can transfer it to the dead wallet, and Open Zeppelin token specifications have some other restrictions. They can't be transferred to the zero address and such things. So we have to make some measurements on this to optimize it, and it's working right now. And they really looked at our project and made a similar setup to this with the burn bucket and different lock periods and stuff like that. Interesting to see, and interesting to see that they adapt such strategy, because this is something people will think about when they implement staking into their ecosystem or into the project, and then see that, we have quite a good idea with our setup. But we will talk about some more security for stakers we figured out in the protocol that needs to be there in order to, also assure the stakers that they don't lose their funds. Then we will show some more. We'll talk about some features for the project and the stakers. Then what the protocol customization will be extended to, like we have some configuration options for the projects, and they can customize stuff like that in the protocol, and some NFT features. In the beginning, we had pretty expensive, I would say, NFT implementation, and now we have changed something which makes it more efficient. And then we also show something about the discussions from Weizenthal and I. Weizenthal and I, we had some, we had a dialogue and some discussions regarding a topic regarding the pricing of STAKEX. And we figured out some more synergetic product pricing for STAKEX in the future. So let's move to the next what's the slide? Yeah, it's slide. My English, man. Yeah, so more security for stakers. We figured out that during the usage of STAKEX and what needs to be there, we figured out that some configurations of the STAKEX protocol will result in a disadvantage for the stakers. Like when you have a protocol with 2 or 3 staking pools and they have different lock periods, and you want to change a lock period, or you want to change the share, people are they are committed to this pool for a certain amount of time, and we will change that when the share is getting smaller and the staker will receive less rewards he has committed to in the beginning, he is instantly eligible to it's illegal or alleged, I don't know, it's he can instantly withdraw his tokens from the pool because the conditions have changed from his commitment he made in the beginning, and then this is the right the staker can remove the stake from the pool despite the lock period. Or if a pool gets disabled because, I don't know, someone don't want to spool anymore or don't want to have this lock period anymore or whatever, or wants to delete a pool, the staker will also be able to withdraw their tokens from the pool that is being manipulated or changed to the disadvantage of the staker. The only exception is the burn pool, because this is a pretty specific feature which you can't, when you commit to the pool, we want to fixate the settings from this pool, like the project owner can enable or disable the protocol, obviously, but it's we don't know if it's in his interest to do so and handle his project and his community like that. But that's up to the project which are using STAKEX as staking solution. So we have implemented something in the burn pool that the pool share of the burn pools can only be increased, so they can't be decreased. And this avoids the withdraw issue which you have when you have burn tokens, right? You can't retrieve it anymore, and the pool can't be disabled, and everyone who is committed to this pool will always receive rewards. So this pool is more or less untouched and has only advantages when it comes to any changes in shares. That is something we implemented, or I implemented, for more security for the stakers in our protocol. Then we have also more features for the projects and the stakers. So as you may notice that the project is also able to delete a pool. There are some conditions to do that. They have the possibility to delete it, but they have to disable it first, and they can only delete it when there is no stake anymore. To do this, we have implemented an airdrop solution. So the project owner can airdrop the stakers with this existing stake and the existing rewards in this pool, so he is able to delete the pool. Yeah, it's something that has to be there in order to. Sometimes people just stake and don't know what's going on, and the project needs to move forward. And the stakers have committed to a certain scenario, and they are not always there to withdraw their tokens. So so project owners are able to airdrop the stakers with the overlaying tokens from them. Then we have added the NFT management, which is, I don't know if you are aware of this or have looked it up, but when you looked into the details of the staking protocols, you see an existing and configured NFT, which is the representation of the stake. And in the beginning, it was really cost intensive. So I don't know, on Ethereum, you have to pay like $25 to add the configuration of the NFT, and then you have your NFT as a representation of your stakes. And now we have provided a solution where you, the projects can create a smart contract which holds the NFT configuration, and our protocol is able to use this smart contract configuration to render an NFT. So this enables us to later have different NFT options, which can be chosen by the project owners with minimal costs. And like you see, it's reusable. Then we have some other features like for stakers. The stakers are able to merge their stakes in the future, so they can aggregate their stakes, and doing so, it will also renew the stakes lock period. Like, you are only allowed to merge stakes from one pool, like when you have 10 stakes in a 1 month lock pool, you will only be able to merge this into one, but the lock period will be renewed to 1 month. Then we will add an adding up feature to the staking. This means that you are able to add an amount to an existing stake. This enables users to manage just one stake in a certain pool, and with this also the lock period is being renewed when you're adding new tokens to the existing stake. I know it's pretty much, we have to go through all the things pretty fast, but it's a lot to talk about and a lot to represent. So we have talked about the product pricing changes in the past, and I have decided to just try the attempt to make a one-time payment, because I'm a totally fan of, you pay me once and then you have the ownership of something, and then you can do with it what you want, and we are not connected anymore to this project. Like when you buy software, you want to pay a full price and no freemium stuff that you have to pay monthly, like in a subscription or so. We've changed that. We will change that in 1 or 2 weeks. So following that, the products will be free of charge. So everyone is able to deploy the products for free. In particular, STAKEX right now, because it's the only product we have. And in the future, our products will be free of charge. But we will also figure out how the payment could be done in the other products. There's nothing yet on the plate in terms of regarding solutions, how to solve this for future products. But with STAKEX, we will use a micropayments attempt. We try this. Don't know if it's working, but I think it's really interesting for projects that don't have enough money to kickstart and to build up in the beginning. So we enable the projects like to deploy a staking protocol for free, but the payment is being distributed to the users of the protocol. Like for STAKEX in particular, each staker can do some actions, like it can stake, unstake, restake, claim, upstake, merge, add stake, whatsoever, you name it. And the stakers will pay. Right now, it's planned like $1 per action. It's like when you look on some chains, it is mostly like just a higher gas fee for this. So it is not hurtful for the users, it's themselves, and it's beneficial for the projects that want to set up a staking protocol. So we don't have any barriers here. This is something we will try out in the future. I think it will be in place in the next 1 or 2 weeks. We have to save the project updates for a bit because every deployment of the protocol or update of the protocol, depending on the changes, will cost up to like on Ethereum it was like, I don't know, last time I updated it, it was like $1,200 just to update the protocol, and this is pretty much. So yeah, for Ethereum we will collect the updates and do a big update from time to time. But anyway, the other chains are more interesting, like Arbitrum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, and Base. So these are constantly updated with the new stuff we have in the protocol. Then, let's hop over to the roadmaps and the learnings we had and the outlook. We took a loop and looked at our roadmap, which is in place right now, and we thought that this roadmap is not aligned to the strategy and the vision we have for our ecosystem. I mean, there are things on the roadmap which are totally fine, but some things aren't. So we have asked ourselves in this context, what is really needed and what do we want to do with the project? And you will see later that we will postpone stuff from the roadmap which don't align with this vision and don't add any active value to the ecosystem. So we also learned that the cross-chain launch we made on Ethereum doesn't have the impact as expected. I mean, this is widely known. We already have spoken about it in some other VCs, but I would just want to retrospect it here in this learning section. Also, we experienced, like you also, that the community activity is decreased over time. I mean, it's really something that is expected under this circumstance, that the period of updates and the ecosystem that needs to move forward. People are starving, like they need to see steps forward, and the rewards are also needed for the stakers because all of the savings we had are used up right now. And something Weitzenstar and I talked about in the past is pretty often we talked about this, is that the degenerated flair went missing. Like I know we want to be some serious project with toolings and stuff, and maybe I also took myself too serious on this topic and took everything else too serious on this topic. And we missed the flair from the degenerated people that talk shit and post pictures, and also our rug reward. I also mentioned it the last few weeks, is also something we don't do because it can interfere with professionalism. But I don't know what's the right way to do here and how to direct this. I think people will form it and people will join it, will join the train if they are like us. So we just need to try to be ourselves and not try to be someone we don't want to be, right? Just being degenerated is enough for us. This is the initial message of our project. And we need to be like that, and we need to stop being something we never wanted to be. And with this, I also can say that we, need more identification with the project. So if we let people and the community and the holders and everyone else do what they want and find their place in our community and in our project, I think the identification with the project itself will come along and with it. Then I want to show you what we had in mind for our ecosystem. In this case, we asked ourselves, like, what is really something that could be used in the DeFi space or crypto space in general? So when you look at memes, when you look at projects that are kickstarting, and what barriers and hurdles they have to move forward and let the project grow, right? You want to start a project and you are not having the contacts or the network to expand and make it big and stuff like that. It's pretty obvious that the project will die. Like I don't know, from 10,000 projects, one will go through, and 9,999 will fail, and we don't want that. So we try to check what is really missing in the space, and we figured out 3 key aspects for crypto project. Like one thing is the community of the crypto project. It's really important. And the crypto project obviously always has a token. And in the beginning and over time, the project presentation or representation is also important. And we have, broken it down to some specific stuff. Like for the community, social media is really important, and some stuff which is gamified is also really important. Like we saw it in our project, the games we put on, people are playing it, like our DEGENX, right? People had fun to do this, people had fun to play it, and we almost really made a challenge out of it every day, like who can reach the first place and stuff like that. So there's something we think the community can be engaged when we have some gamification aspects in this context and section. Then we broke down in the token section that having a token is not the only thing that is important. You also have to make a market, like you have to provide liquidity and stuff like that. And to increase or value up the project, it's really important to store the value of the project, that people that try to invest into a project see that it doesn't fluctuate that much because people sell when there's a big buy or something. I mean, yields are everywhere, obviously, but we try to support the projects with tools that store the value. And one important thing is, and I think it's really something which is for the future, is the chain agnostic for projects. Like it shouldn't be important on what network your project is or your token is. You should be not identified by the network with your crypto project. So there we want to have some chain agnostics, and we will hop into that in the next slide. Then there is the presentation, representation of the project. Like when you start a project, people just want to start something and don't have the know-how or the knowledge to set up a website, a proper website, like having a domain, having SSL, having something which can be listed on Google, or they can post or use, or stuff like that. And the corporate identity, like logos, icons, assets for the website, assets for marketing and stuff like that. So this is a part that is also important for a crypto project. And with this, we can support, obviously, like you see, it's all directed to DEGENX because we can help with that in the future. And that should be the ecosystem that helps in the future. So let's break down the social media gamification part. So we have in mind that we can support on connecting to existing partners like we have ourselves with RateSharks and SurePlay. When it comes to social media presence and to boost it, right? So we have something in place we can recommend to, and we can create synergies. We can support the projects that are kicking off, and we can support our partners that can provide their services to the specific project as well. And we also want to, I mean, it's a vision. A one-click setup to create and customize like Telegram channels and set up partnership accounts and bots which are necessary. Like when you look at RateSharks, which is a partner that provides our rate bot that is sharing like or initiating rates for Twitter posts or X posts. And there we want to have some one-click setup that the people can push, and we benefit from the referral, and the other projects like RateSharks could benefit from other stuff they have, like from their premium subscription or whatever they want to provide to the project. I mean, they can go into talks, but the project needs to kickstart first in order to get some funds, and then pay for services that are making the project more premium. Then we also want to push the gamification part, like Web3 games, in terms of like gambling. I mean, in particular, casino-like games or lottery or raffles, which can be fed through Twitter or Telegram with a bot. With a Telegram bot, which can be used for this. So you can, I don't know, let's look at the raffle. You can make a raffle, set it up, and the project token needs to be paid for the participation, and then at a specific time there will be diced a winner, like randomize the winner out of everyone. We have some things in mind for this, obviously. And we also want to provide for the social media part bots for the groups, like when they have a special group with our gating bot or price bots, project stats bot, buy bot, and like RateSharks, the rate bot. I mean, there are solutions out there. It doesn't mean that we need to develop everything on our own. We can also make synergies and partnerships with other services. That could be also a thing. We don't need to implement everything on our own. That should be the main message here. Like if there is someone out there who wants to enrich the ecosystem with a tool, and the tool is a perfect fit for it, make a contact and we can talk about synergies and partnerships, right? I need to take a sip of my Coke. Yeah. And the next part is like the market making, store value, and chain agnostic. We talked about that, and this is mainly part of our roadmap. Like we want to have a token deployer, which is part of the market making. Also a fiat on-ramp, which we already researched, but there is one big barrier, that it's hard to get a token listed on a fiat on-ramp service. So there we need to figure out what we can do there and how we can handle that. And maybe we need to develop something to just on-ramp USDC and buy any token you want with this. And we need to do the connection between their service and the feature we want to provide. Then we also want to provide an exchange and trade possibility. We also have something for the store of value, like we have right now is our staking solution, STAKEX. Then we will also provide the disperser, which is also locking or storing the value. And liquidity backing is also storing the value or increasing the value for a certain project. And liquidity farming, which is providing liquidity pools and create own markets. So you will also store with this. We have some ideas to make it conform to be used from OpenOcean. So we try to get into a connection with them to figure out what we can do there in the future. They already mentioned that our whole trading pools need to have a volume over $100,000. So I think when we have something in place and we are promoting everything, it's easy to get to $100,000 in trading volume in total. Then the chain agnostic stuff is really important in the future. It's about partnerships that need to be formed with seller, or for seller they have to be extended. With Chainlink they have to be formed. We are already in talks with them. So there are opportunities we can make, and they really had to regulation and stuff. So maybe there are some other things we can make use of in the future from Chainlink in terms of experience or legal stuff and legal information and whatever. And also DBridge, because DBridge, they have, I think they have everything else in place on their side, and they are pretty awesome. I think you already know DBridge. Then let's hop over to the website and corporate identity stuff. Yeah, like I said, one-click IPFS website would be nice. Like you can choose from a template and then make a click, and it will be provided through IPFS. Like I don't know if you know what IPFS is. It's the Interplanetary File System. It's something which is like a blockchain, but only for data. And there you can host HTML files, images, and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome, and it's always available 24/7, and you don't need to have some hoster or hosting services behind that. Then we also want to provide a custom domain. Like, I don't know, we have DEGENX Finance right now. Maybe we will register another domain, which can be used as an entry point to have a website. I mean, this is really important until you are able to register your own domain and make it happen that your own domain is delivering your website and whatsoever. Then the corporate identity stuff. I'm pretty hyped about AI logo generators. Like if you want to create a meme and you want to tell a story, you can just prompt the story, and it will create a logo for your token or for your project. That would be really awesome. But this is something I have in mind for the future. Also, enrich the ecosystem with graphic designers that can earn something from the project, and we do the connection, and that we provide a template database that I don't know, you have a theme of a template with which has some sort of theme, and you can just put your, I don't know, if you have a mascot in your project, you can just put the mascot on it, and then you can use it everywhere, like a head banner or logo or other marketing graphics. Yeah, that's the corporate identity part. Yeah, there are lots of to-dos in the future. And Yeah, we are 2 or 3 years into the project, but this is still the beginning, guys. So we are pretty early. And how to achieve this is also pretty obvious. We need developers to provide the stuff that can't be added to the project from other services. Then we need the community, because we need people that identify with the project and the products. And we need also funds for everything, because we are talking about some incentives, right? And we need passion. And trust me, I had many barriers and hurdles in the past regarding this project, and I'm so passionate about this project that I never stop. And yeah, patience is the key, like it is everywhere, right? So you can't get everything done tomorrow. So the ecosystem should be something like you may have interpreted into it. Like so it should be an ecosystem from DEGENX for DEGENX. So everyone who is able to contribute to the project can do that. And this can be done by enriching the ecosystem with tools that make DeFi and project setups in the DeFi space more easier. And we will also want to, I mean, it's a tough call, but it's always like you will get what you give. And we want to implement this mentality. So we try to put up incentives for everyone. Like everything which is part of our ecosystem, every tool should be something where people will be incentivized and get incentives in terms of like referrals or something in this direction. But the incentives should also be for passenger seats. Right, so I have a category. Passenger seats are like people that invest in the project and want to be invested, want to have a good feeling about the project, and want to earn from the project in terms of like staking, right? And then there are the driver seats from people like active doing marketing, active doing referring stuff, and actively building for the ecosystem. So that are the two categories I have here, and everyone should be incentivized. And it's not like everything is going into the project later on. We will select the contributions. We make a selection because there need to be some conditions in order to have a tool in enriching our ecosystem, because we want to have it safe for other people, and we don't want to have malicious stuff in our platform. So we will check it on, like in German we say, we check it on heart and kidneys. like in German it's a wording like speaking auf Herz und Nieren prüfen, right? We will do that, and we will check it out if it's a fit for our ecosystem. So how to incentivize? Yeah, there are, like I said, there are different people or different categories of people in the project, like the developers itself. We will implement some sort of a paycheck system for enriching the ecosystem. So when they program their tools, there are conditions that will make sure that the developer is getting paid and the ecosystem is getting the benefits long term. Then we have also referrals, which are responsible for the product sale. And the awesome part is if we make micropayments, and as long as the projects that or the products that are being referred are being used, the people will gather the lifetime rewards. Like when you think about STAKEX and you refer STAKEX to someone, and they create the protocol through your referral link, it's like for every stake claim whatsoever, it will be paid €1, and if you have a 50% share of the fee, you will get not €1, sorry, $1. You will get 50 cents for each action. I mean, it couldn't be better. Promote 5 protocols to really good projects, and you have a safe income, right? And the rest is going to the ecosystem. Then there is the community that needs to support on social media and gather, and they should gather rewards for the engagement, which should be done on an organic matter, like there shouldn't be any bots or something like that. There needs to be real, authentic, organic engagement with the social media posts that a project is doing. Like in our case, it's like our DEGENX ecosystem Twitter post needs support. Like we, want to incentivize the people. There is something in place on rate sharks for this, and I also think we are in talks with them to enable it for our protocol when they will use staking. And this will enable us to give incentives to people that are interacting with the X posts we were doing. Then we have another group of people that are the holders and stakers, and they will be incentivized being a diamond-handed passenger, right? So we need everyone here. Then the question is obviously how to gather these funds. The developers will bring valuable assets to the ecosystem, and the referrals and the community gather customers. That's the part of the community and the referrals, because the developer is, focused on developing, right? And everyone else needs to gather customers. And the project the projects will set up the products for free. This is also awesome, because everyone can at least test it and at least make a stake and at least make a claim and do it for 2 or 3 or 4 people. Like when you have 4 people and you all do a stake and the claim, you already have earned $5. And the micropayments will be the key to success. I'm pretty sure of that, because everything else failed. But let's. I think you have a question like how to gather the funds, and I will let me check. I will try to make it a big. Oh no,
make it big.
Yeah, make it big. Okay. We have an example like here for STAKEX. Let's take this as an example. We have 2 phases here. In the first phase, all income from the STAKEX will be splitted into a 10%, 90% share. So in the first phase, the 10% will go to the ecosystem until a certain amount, which the developer and the ecosystem committed to, will be reached for the dev. And then it will be switched to the phase 2. And in the phase 2, the developer will be reduced to like 30% of the income, and everything else, like 30%, will go to the DAO. We plan to do buyback and burns with 10% of the income, and 20% will be staking rewards, and 10% will be going into the liquidity backing. So the phase 2 is the main part to build up the ecosystem. And once this phase 1 is being closed, the ecosystem will earn most of the share of the income. And you need to think about this here. Like when you do referrals, it is also cut in half. Like our referrals we have in our community will mostly get 50% on their referral. It's a special deal with other people out of the which are coming out from the outer space of the ecosystem. We will make deals like 20 or 30%. Then we have some numbers. I know you need numbers. So when we look into 2 years ahead and STAKEX making 1 million actions, then we have collected like ideally collected $1 million. And then the initial cost of STAKEX would be estimated to like 100,000. In the phase 2, the ecosystem will earn 11,000. In the phase 1, the ecosystem will be earning $11,000. And in the phase 2, over 2 years and 1 million actions, the ecosystem will earn $622,000. And this will be split to like I have shown here. So this is just a numbers example for this, that you get an idea of what this means for the ecosystem. And when you think about that, let's see, staking rewards 20%. It's like, I think here is 150,000 going into staking, and 80,000 into like liquidity backing. And we also do 10% buyback and burns. This, would be also a chunk. Yes. So what's with the current roadmap right now? We will do a revamp of this roadmap and restructure it, and define also new priorities for the stuff that is on the roadmap right now. We also remove, like I said in the beginning, some non-valuable goals, like BNB chain expansion is not adding any value to the ecosystem in terms of rewards or anything. Every product on any network doesn't need a DEGENX token. Like we don't need a DEGENX token on Arbitrum. We don't need any DEGENX token on Polygon. We need our products on Arbitrum. We need our products on Polygon, on Base, on BNB chain, you name it. These are generating value for our ecosystem. And also the custom blockchain. We talked about that in the past, and we don't retrospect it, and we have some ideas of it. And right now there is no actual use case in the ecosystem planned that makes it necessary to set up a custom blockchain. It is easy to set up a custom blockchain, but I think when you look into the future and we really do get the chain agnostic stuff like swapping from one chain to another pretty easily and without any traction, without any blockings and barriers, then it could be possible to create a custom blockchain and also use DEGENX as gas token on this blockchain to feed validators and to use DEGENX for let's say casino games or gamblings or whatsoever. Everything will also be updated on DEGENX Finance and on our docs. This will be done in the next 1 or 2 weeks. We have pretty much to do on the STAKEX stuff. Everything needs to have some how-tos. Everything has to have some videos to make it easy for people to set up, and that we don't need to support the projects in a massive manner, so that it's an easy to set up way. Then there is a broccoli swap. It's something we have yet spoken about. It's something we will look into in the future. It's something we plan to update to DBridge. Right now, I can say, pretty honest, right now, 50% of the people are not engaged enough with updating Broccoli Swap, and Weizenstein and I have talked about that, and we will figure out a way to update Broccoli Swap to DBridge. Like that DBridge is being used, and we have a good community, and we have good marketing, and we have a good meme with the broccoli stuff, we can achieve really big things with it. Like, I mean, dbridge is something that is being used widely, but broccoli swap can pick a slice of that cake, and it's really a good interface, and we need to do something with it, but right now we don't have the capacity and the resources to do it. Right, so that's disappointing to me, I think for you as well, but right now we can't change that. It is what it is, and we plan to update it, and we don't have resources for it right now, and we can't get it. Yes, that's the part about broccoli swap. Just wanted to touch this topic as well. Yeah, so thanks for listening. And I think Weizenstar has something else that you wanted to say. If you want to go on after questions, that would be also awesome. So maybe we do questions first if there are any. Yeah, let's do some questions first. Are there questions, people? Okay, then I have a question. What do you think about this direction of the ecosystem?
Yeah, I'm balls deep. Bring back the golden rug. What is a golden rug?
My mom's
Way back in the day, the best rug of like the week would get awarded a golden rug. So like some of the shit coins that were degenning, we used to call out the worst or arguably the best looking chart and call them out as the golden rug winner. This was like
that was actually a fun time. So I really appreciate like it. It was really good. So maybe we can bring it back, but we need someone who's like, nominating projects, and then we can look into them, and we can vote for Golden Rock maybe every Sunday or whatever if you guys want it.
It's like you only need to join Pink Sale scamming channel. I think you will gather many projects that rock.
I'm actually losing a ton of money every day buying rugs or whatever. So I'm gonna find some.
Yeah. So maybe you can stop the recording now.